Ruvik.
Oh, hi, Ruvik.
I created this world. You cannot keep me here.
Oh. Oh, his eye. Oh. Oh. Okay, so stay out of the light. You see, I don't get why it turns sometimes and not others. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he never walks backwards unless you don't want him to. Fuck. 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 Eh? Ah. Right, do you know, I don't think I need to stay crouched for this. Why is suddenly the field of view okay and not annoying? Shit. Fuck, get in. Okay. Ah, dude! Fucking hate that. I'm only trying to inch forward. What? Holy shit. That was... Oh, hang on. I want you. Okay. Now they've made them smaller. Oh shit. I'm not fighting Boxhead again, fuck off. What? The fuck? Oh fuck. That's not what I told him to do. This is not what I'm telling him to do. Holy shit! I'm pressing... Oh my god, I'm pressing W and he's running to the left. How did the game even work that shit out? This doesn't hurt me. The fucking hell! Honestly! That was ridiculous. He's again not moving while I'm telling him to. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Thank you. Surely I can exploit that same wall. Come on, come on. Yes. Right, okay. So the eye. Whoa! Oh. I hate that. He stands looking surprised for about half an hour before actually moving. That's complete BS. And I hate the fact as well that it removes your angle. So like you're looking behind you. So you can't see what's coming, so you don't know what you're about to run into either. It's just awkward. I mean, that was one of my main gripes with the opening sequence of Resident Evil 6. Was like, you kept dying because you couldn't see what you were running into, but the game expects you somehow to be psychic and know exactly where shit's coming from. Save room back here. No. They have removed that luxury. Oh, hang on, have they? Why is it letting me go back in here? Can't go on the left. That seems kind of odd how they would let you do that. Right, okay, here we go then. Oh, maybe. Save room's here. That's not even a save room anymore. It's just an upgradey place. They've taken that away as well. Nice. Save. Oh, God. Can't even break it to upgrade, so what's the point? I must let you upgrade, because what would be the point in giving you brain juice from the keepers then? You know, why wouldn't they just give you ammunition? Pomegranate and blueberry shit. It's good. It's good. Okay.
If I make it out alive, I'm never riding in an elevator again.
Well, we make it out alive, Isaac, Sebastian, I'm never playing this fucking game again. You can fuck your DLC as well. Unless I hear really good things. I am not playing your bullshit ever again. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. I see shit over there that I want.
It can't be.
Oh, it can be, Sebastian. This is the Matrix.
Sebastian, get away from him. Sebastian, listen to me. Stop. Your interests are the same as ours.
Look, I get it. You're not just some rookie detective, and this is not just some ordinary kid. You killed Joseph and you shot me. So right at this moment, that's enough reason for me not to trust you.
You're a good man. That's why doesn't matter anymore. If you know who this kid is, if you know anything, you know why he can't be allowed to live.
Bullshit. It's Ruvik. He's the one that... Leslie, stop. Leslie!
shit. Run! Okay. Lesson number 1, don't touch the claw. Right, better not start while I'm scratching my balls. Excuse me. Oh, shit. I was a way off. See, this is going to be annoying, a game where it's like the hitboxes are going to be, even if you miss it by that, it's still going to get you. It was like the two-headed dog monster with men for penis and the big purple eye. It was like that. You know, even though you were out the room, somehow you miraculously ended up back in the room. Fuck. Right, are you going to give me the option to shoot here? Nope, you're just going to make me run. Wow. Right, okay. I get the kind of epicness they're trying to go for, but it's... Oh. Okay. Oh my god. Are you seriously gonna make me mid-air shoot up? Oh, for fuck's sake, it is. I'm still shooting where it's just told me, because I assume. Right. I can't actually seem to yet see where it's pointing me until the very last second. This is ridiculous. What's the need for the big red targets, you know? Could it not design something to make it a bit, you know... I mean, I guess they're trying to go away from the whole Resident Evil thing of here's the big obvious yellow bit you shoot in the Dead Space thing, but a big red target. Oh, shit. Am I dead? Did I fail? No, apparently not. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is fucking painful. Oh, fuck off. Just fuck off, dude. Where am I meant to be shooting? Ah. I'm gonna hit your big pregnant belly or your massive ball sack. This is fucking ridiculous. It's like, what's the... Oh. Right, okay, apparently I missed. Aim for the big red bit. Right. Oh shit. Aim for the big red bit again. Oh, come on. Oh, so I get one shot? Bullshit. So your final boss battle is basically a load of scripted events. Maybe that would have worked if it was done well, but this just feels so rushed. They've gone for something epic but failed. Oh, I don't feel too bad about not keeping Magnum ammo now. Eh? Alright, okay, that worked that time.
I created this world. You cannot keep me here.
Ruvik. I'm going to finish this.
Vital signs, sir.
Leave that one. And those two. They're not going anywhere. No one can.
Go, go, go! Detective, are you all right? Is there anyone else?
Just give me some real fresh air.
Oh, thank fuck that is over. That's all I can say. Well, it's actually not all I can say. Fuck you, Shinji Mikami. You obviously forgot how to make a good game a long time ago. Right. Game design. Lead designer. You're a fucking bell end. Anyway, right, let's not just slate them. Let's constructively do this, because I don't think I've been totally fair on that so far, and I'll be the first to... Hands up. Yeah, I've been harsh on this because it's a piece of shit. I was overly harsh, and a lot of the things were probably my fault to an extent because I just wasn't bothering with it. But the fact that the game had pissed me off from such an early stage, right, okay, I'm going to give you an... This is to 2015 now, but this was released in 2014 by a AAA developer. Okay. Shinji Mikami behind the original Resident Evil 4, basically, wasn't he? So, I mean, you're talking one of the quote-unquote masters of the genre. Bethesda, who are behind games like Skyrim, you know. So you're not talking about some little, you know, guy in his basement throwing together a game. Because if that was the case with it, then fair enough. You're talking AAA developer here, full price game when this was released, you know, over £30. I'm sorry, but it wasn't good enough. Started off an Outlast clone. It was as if this game didn't know what to be. It was like, the start's going to be like this, the middle's going to be like this, then it's going to be like this, and then it's going to be like this. It was like 4 different games done in complete segments. It's like you could feel where the game changes. They started off, it was like Outlast, hide in the locker from a big fucker that you can't kill, you can't fight back. And that was okay, it was tense. I was pissed off because I'd spent a long time trying to get it working, the frame rate was shit, and my computer more than exceeds the recommended settings for this. So that immediately put me off. The fact that you've got to install and use third-party programs and stuff just to get it working as well immediately pissed me off. But anyway, going from that section was actually okay. It had me towards the end quite tense. Then it just turns into a Resident Evil clone. And like I say, it could have literally been called Resident Evil 7 in some spots. Then it brings back this great atmosphere in Ruvik's mansion, a couple of really good ideas, a couple of really good concepts, great environments, great bosses. I will say I really liked the bosses in this game. What I was moaning about most was the gameplay issues. You know, we're not back. You've got to remember back when Resident Evil 2 and the original Resident Evils, and even Resident Evil 4 to a certain extent, when they all came out, the controls were clunky and awkward because that was the limitations of game design at that point. You know, Resident Evil, it was all fixed angles because of the limitations of the PlayStation. You know, that's what... It was the same like Silent Hill, apparently the original, the fog was introduced to cover up the fact that the PlayStation couldn't process what was in the distance. So they used the fog so that it was just rendering what the game needed as it went on. So, you know, the fact that these controls were maybe quite awkward back then was limitations of the system. There shouldn't be these kind of limitations. Now, if this game controlled as well as Resident Evil's 5, 6, it wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad. But you know, so many little gripes. I mean, the thing is, the game designed so many mechanics with the, you know, hold space to disarm traps and bombs and all that kind of stuff and get parts. Fine, I can get behind that. But something that pissed me off, and something watching Catbear's playthrough, who is the only other person I've watched play through this. Obviously, I haven't watched anything ahead. I've been watching up to, I mean, you guys have just released, I think it's part 14 today. Let me just double check that very quickly. Yeah, part 14 today, and this is where I've finished it. So I've always watched up to where you are, or where I was in the game. I've not watched ahead or anything. But I know you have touched on that. You can't fine tune your movement. So if you're just outside the hitbox for disabling that, and you even, I don't know, go on W, it goes I'll just walk into this trap that I can see, boom. You can't do that. That's just bullshit. That's just... And it was so many little things like that that let this down. You know, and it wasn't just the fact, I mean, it was loads of little minor issues, but when there was so many of them clumped together that made the game difficult, it was almost as if they took the notion of, we're going to purposely make this difficult and purposely make this awkward to control because it will make it more scary. No, it doesn't. That then takes away from the scariness, because for me personally, when I end up so pissed off and in a bad mood at something, it doesn't become scary. You become, you know, another emotion takes over, and that's just being fucking fed up. You know, like I said, Spider Lady, creepy as fuck. Creepy as fuck. But when you're doing things like, you know, the whole mechanic of the fire, you throw a match, burn a corpse, and she's standing on the corpse and it doesn't burn her, that's just shit. That's just utter bullshit. It's like, as Eric, as you touched on, they can't design hitboxes for shit. You would do that again, you think, right, here's a great idea, I'm going to now throw this match where there's another 2 zombies standing on the fire. Sometimes it would set them on fire, sometimes a guy fucking 3 miles away will catch fire, but somebody standing on it won't. You know, it doesn't make... these wee things were not refined enough. It felt so rushed, that it didn't flow, the cool ideas were let down by the fact the game was shit. And, you know, like I said again, it's like, you can't... So many things were scripted that you couldn't preemptively do anything. Like the bit where it all went a bit like properly ski-whiff, where I tried to snipe the guy in the distance who was going to pull the lever, which I'm assuming unlocked the other enemies in the cage, maybe it didn't. But the fact that I've got him in my sights and I shoot him and it's like, no, you're not allowed to shoot him because we need him to pull that switch. Yeah, well, why not have him behind something so that I can't shoot him then? Why have him right in plain sight where there is no way why I shouldn't be able to shoot him? And so there was those kind of issues. Another thing is, you know, you upgrade your accuracy and it only upgrades it for pistol, then you've got to upgrade it again for the Magnum. I'm sorry, accuracy, I don't think, you know, I think you should be able to shoot. If you can aim, you can shoot, that's it. I don't think you should be able to, I don't think that should be an upgradable thing. But if you're going to make it an upgradable thing, at least do it when you max your accuracy out, or just about max it out, that you still actually shoot. Because so many times when you, I mean, okay, there was obviously I was finding delays between clicking and all that kind of stuff. And like I've said before, go watch me play Resident Evil 4. I am by no means the master shooter. Go watch me play Last of Us. You'll see me not having as much difficulty with popping headshots and hitting enemies where I want to. So, you know, it does get annoying when you've got an enemy square in your sights and you shoot, but it hits a wall over here somewhere. It's like, if I've upgraded my accuracy and he's in my sights, then that should be where the bullet hits. And again, but touching on that is like, there's that just ever so slight delay that when you click, then it shoots. It's like, click shoot. It's not just bang, you know, like in every other fucking game. So that's annoying. But then right after that double-headed dog Willy boss thing, Purple Eye, again the controls let you down because the field of view is so awful. You try to get away, but you can't see what's either side of you, so you end up getting stuck on a car or a pillar. But the boss itself, like I said at the time, was absolutely great. I really thought he was a good boss, but it does get chapter 15 clear. Clear boss, machine gun. Okay, I don't care because I'm never playing the game again. Yeah, but then after that, when it got back to the city again, it's like, what happened? Okay, yeah, there was a couple of maybe tiny wee parts after that were quite good, but the sewers, I quite liked the sewers. The sewers were okay. But I mean, that final boss battle was just a load of scripted events. It wasn't, you know, it was like big red target, shoot here. I mean, come on, do something a bit more creative than that. It's like, you know, I just don't know what else I can see. They were my gripes about it. And one thing I will say, because I don't want to ramble on, because I've done that so much this playthrough, is why I am so annoyed is because this game had so much potential. This game could have been up there with, you know, one of the greatest horror games made. It could have been, I don't think it would ever have been as good as Alien Isolation, right? And while that game was slightly drawn out and could have been maybe a few hours shorter, the atmosphere it created was excellent. This could have been almost as good. It wouldn't, like I say, it would never have been as good, I don't think, but it could have been almost as good if they'd bothered to just tweak certain things that needed tweaked, refine certain things that needed refined, optimise it a bit better, you know, put a bit more effort into it, because it didn't feel as if, it felt as if there was, you know, 10 out of 10 for ideas, 10 out of 10 for concepts, 10 out of 10 for all that kind of stuff, but when it got down to the actual game design and gameplay, it was as if they've went, but we've got a great concept, it's okay, the rest of it doesn't really matter, you know, it doesn't matter if he doesn't move when you're telling him to move, and it doesn't matter if you can't just go boop and he inches forward, it doesn't matter if you can do these things that you can do in normal games, you know, these days anyway. I mean, I'm playing Resident Evil 4 just now, and that controls more responsively than this. That controls better, okay, yeah, there's the obvious things like you can't crouch and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, like I say, that wasn't really incorporated into that kind of series anyway. But don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, like I said before, I'm not saying that I should be able to do fucking somersaults while kamikazing through windows and booting fuckers in the face while I'm throwing grenades out my cock. I'm not trying to say, you know, all that kind of over the top action bullshit. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes it would be nice, especially with that boss, if you could just, I mean, it's perfectly realistic if something's coming towards you to dive out the way, and it would be nice to incorporate those kind of things, and just, you know, because that still requires your skill to time the dive. You know, even if there was a button to dive, you still got to time that. You still, or, you know, so it's not just a easy get out of, as long as I press this I'm going to get out of the way. You know, it's still, these wee things could have made it so much better. Take out the frustrations with it, and I would have completely scrapped the last section and completely rewritten that, because that just turned into everything everything wrong with the Resident Evil series this day, and this just turned into, like I said, it could have been Resident Evil 7. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I don't care. I don't care. New game model. I don't care. You could choose a different difficulty. I don't care. Total clear time, total number of deaths, 103 deaths, and 90% of them will have been the game letting me down. But there we go. Hey ho. Let's save it there. But yeah, so again, my apologies for losing my temper, ranting a lot about this game, but sincere thanks for anybody who watched. I do appreciate it, and like I say, I know I fucking went over the top maybe with it, but it was more out of disappointment than anything, because I was so hyped up for this. As much as Alien Isolation, well, not as much, but you know, I mean, this is just Resident Evil 4 with the bottle caps, really, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, I was really hyped up for this game, and it's probably the biggest letdown I've had in a long time. To be perfectly honest, because this game promised to be everything Resident Evil hasn't been for the last couple of installments, and to basically turn into everything that's wrong with it. That's where most of my frustration comes with. But yeah, thanks again very much for watching. Hope I didn't piss you off too much. But until next time, thanks very much for watching. I don't know why I said that again. I'm all over the place.